So that means there are 3 of these things. How would I write 3.5 as a picture? Yes.
So like, if it was a pizza, it would be 3 pizzas and half
All
a
right,
pizza.
3 pizzas and half a pizza. So how many, so this is one of them, right? That's 1. I need to do how many more?
3.
I need to do a total of 3, but I need 2 more. Man, there's a lot of t's in that sentence. So 1, 2, 3 and a half. I need another one right here. 1, 2, 3 and a half. Now the question is, how many pizzas do we have here? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
11 and 10 and a half.
So these guys make 10 and a half. So the answer is 10 and a half. Wow, that's so easy, isn't it? Now, but the thing is this, that's all there is to it. Now, what if I had a problem like 3.5 times 27? I don't want to have to write 27 of them there, do I? I want to look at this picture and ask myself, is there a way I could do this without having to draw a picture? So if I rewrite this problem on the side here, 3.5 times 3. Let's see, if I just think of the numbers, like when you added the numbers, you just added this plus this, you just added the whole numbers, right? What would happen if I just multiplied? What's 3 times 3?
9.
So we got 3 times 3. If we multiply that, we get 9. But I'm short. I'm short 1.5, aren't I?
Yeah.
Now how am I gonna get that 1.5? Now look at what part I'm pointing at. What am I pointing at?
The half.
The halves. If I look here, what did I not multiply? The halves. Ah. Well, I wonder, what would happen if I multiplied 3 times a half?
We get.
Well, we know 3 times a half, just by looking here, is 1.5, isn't it? Oh, 1.5. Actually, how many halves do you see here?
3.
So I have 3 of them, so I have 3 halves, don't I? Now,
Oh, I get it now.
so let's take a look. So we know 3 times 3 is 9. Here are the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's the 9. 3 times 3. Now these 3 halves we have left over. And we didn't multiply 3 times a half. Now my question is this. How can we multiply? So we know that 3 times 3 equals 9. I want to know how you get a half times 3 equals 3 over 2. How can we, without drawing a picture, how can we figure this out? Oh, take a look at this. Well, notice we just multiplied the 1 times the 3, and the bottom just stays down there as a 2, yes?
Yep.
Ah, interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, so we're getting somewhere there. But am I done with this?
Nope.
Because that's improper, right? So what can I do next? Actually, you did this. So what can I do? You did this type of problem before.
1.
All right, so how many times does 2 go into 3? 1. And how much is left over? 1/2. So you got that 1, and you got that 9. So what is that total up going to be?
10.
So your answer, is 10.5. Oh, very, very nice. Look at that. You could do 3 times 3, gets you 9. 3 times 1 gets you 3, and just leave the bottom number alone. Very, very interesting. And then just do what you did when it comes to adding and subtracting fractions. Very nice. 3.5 times 24. So what are you trying to do?
Okay, so you do 24 times 3.
So you do those two. So 24 times 3 equals 72. You got that one, yes?
And then 24 times 1 is 24 over 2.
And so you're doing this 24 times a half. You're saying is 24 over 2, yes? Yeah, we can't do that. Well, what's 20? This just means 24 divided by 2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's 24 divided by 2?
12.
Is 12. Oh, So this just becomes 72. So you just combine the 72 and the 12 together. 84 is your final answer. Wow. 3 and 3 over 4 times 3. Let's see, 3 times 3 is how much?
9.
Thank you. And we have to do 3 times 3/4, or we'll say 3/4 times 3. So you're just multiplying the top numbers, yes? What's 3 times 3 again?
9.
What's the bottom number going to be?
4.
So your answer is 9 and 9/4. Well, are we done?
No.
No. So what can we do next?
We gotta.
I'll let you continue since this is your idea.
Okay, so you do 9 divided by 4.
Yeah, 9 divided by 4. How many 4s can go into 9?
2.
2. And how much is left over? If you don't remember, just do this. Oh, 1 remains. 1 remains. So it's 2 and 1/4. So you got that 9 and you got that 2, yes? So what does that become?
Me?
Yeah,
11.
11, and I have the half left. So the answer is 11. So you do the exact same thing. Oh wait, where did this half come from? This should be a what? Yeah, that should be a 4. My bad.
And then you simplify.
No, you don't simplify anything. It's just 1 over 4. I have a fraction times another fraction. Well, let's take a look-see as a picture. Here's 3/4. Wham, shazam. That's 3/4. Now this just means to cut it in half, doesn't it? So if I'm going to cut, I'm just going to cut each of these pieces in half. So cut that in half, cut that in half, cut that in half. Let's just look at the half pieces. So I cut that in half, and I'll just take one of those halves. I'll take one of those halves. So you see I'm shading in half of each piece, yes? Because that's what it's basically saying. Just take each of these halves. Now the question is, how many of those half pieces are there? There are 3. So we have 3 of them. Now the thing is, we want to compare it to the whole shape. Yeah, to the whole shape. Is this a whole circle? No. So let's just do, and let's cut this guy in half. So if I looked at this whole shape, how many pieces would there be?
8.
There'd be 8 pieces, right? Because remember, this is 3/4 of a whole piece, and we're taking half. So when we're looking at our final answer, I'm going to write down 3/4 of a whole. So keep that in mind. We're cutting it in half, 3/4 of the whole thing. Now I look at this, I got the 3/4, so there's my 3/4, and I cut them each in half, so I got 1, 2, 3 pieces. And if I were to count all the pieces, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 over 8. So our final answer is 3 over 8. Now the question is, I don't want to have to draw pictures. How could I do this without drawing a picture? Yes, ma'am.
Multiply straight across.
Oh, you look at this. Look how easy this would be. Watch this. You just do 3 times 1. What's 3 times 1?
3.
What's 4 times 2?
8.
Well, look at that. So here's a nice thing. When you're dealing with fractions, do you need to get common denominators? Nope. All you got to do is top times top and bottom times bottom. Wow. Top times top, bottom times bottom. Now that makes me think of something here. What about these problems? 3 and 3/4 times 3. Except this thing is not a fraction right here. Do we know how to make this into a fraction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to add first the 4 and the 3.
Not add, because we got 3 of these guys. So what's 3 times 4?
12.
12 plus 3 extra, which is, so if I rewrite this as a 15 over 4, so 4 times 3 is 12, because I got 3 of these guys plus 3 extra of them. And I multiply that by 3, and let's just do Michaela's thing here. 15 times 3 is 45 over 4. What would happen if I did 45 divided by 4? 4 goes into 4 once. Drop the 5. 4 goes into 5 once. 11 remainder 1, which means your answer is 11 and 1/4, which is Shazam right there. Look at that.
So you just do top times top and bottom times bottom.
So that's it. We'll just use Ray's method right there. Top times top, bottom times bottom. If it's this, just turn it into that. If you don't know how to do it, check out the video tonight. If you'd like to check out this video, please watch it again many times. Also, I have this video that I'm pretty sure you're going to be interested in. If you don't want to watch that one, you can watch my last one right over here. So make sure you get your work done and
Keep on mathing!
you're all getting demerits for interrupting me.
Good